It's the morning of July 7th, 2025, and we are at London's Paddington Terminal chasing down a very special rail tour. On board is the Queen of Tristain, Henrietta de Tristain. The consist itself is a mix of new and old, with 7MT number 70,000 Britannia at the head end. Behind her are a few Mark I coaches, as well as the cars from Britain's Royal Train. At the rear of the train is a West Coast RailTour Class 57/0, which has been added for as a safety measure. At just after 7:14 in the morning, the crew goes over the planned route as the train is being loaded with other passengers. While the train is being loaded, we catch two trains as they pull into Paddington Terminal. As one of the trains enters the terminal, we see another train leave. We next catch another inbound train as it enters Paddington. A few minutes later, we see a Great Western Class 125 HST as it leaves the terminal. Then, at 7:25, two more passenger trains leave Paddington, with the Tristain RailTour quickly following behind them. We next catch the RailTour at signal SN109 as it makes its way through the mess of switches. Back in August of 2017, a series of events started to occur that changed the world and eventually led to the appearance of the Harkaganian continent. By July 7th, 2022, there were signs that the world itself was not as it appeared to be. It turned out that the world of Harkagania and Earth were once one single world, and that through some sort of unforeseen power were separated. We next catch the train as it rockets through South Hall. Track speed at Ivor. The train makes an unexpected stop at Slough to allow the Queen of Tristain to ride in the cab of the Britannia. Because this was an unexpected stop, The train has been diverted to Slough, track 4, to allow other trains to pass her. Tristain is one of 4 countries on the Harkoganian continent, but is considered by many to be the most willing to break tradition. With the continent in a medieval state, Tristain was the first to start an effort to modernize the small nation. Even though other nations were highly against the idea of modernization, Tristain was different. Henrietta de Tristain took the throne at the young age of 18, after her father was killed. This was during a turbulent time for Tristain, as a possible rebellion was brewing in the country of Albion. Along with a possible rebellion, Henrietta also had to deal with a young 17-year-old boy from Japan by the name of Saito Hagare. Because of how drastically different Japan was to her home of Tristain, Henrietta became interested in the world that Saito had come from. This would eventually lead to her starting an effort to make life easier for those who were trying to make an honest living. This in turn led to the idea of modernization, which would not only make things easier for the common man, but in turn would allow the country to have the strongest military in Harkogania. Just a few minutes before 8 o'clock, the Tristain RailTour starts to leave Slough with Henrietta on board the cab of the Britannia. The train weaves its way onto the main line as Henrietta gives us a bit of a horn show. At Maidenhead, we once again catch the train traveling at track speed. Though the Britannia is usually limited to 75 miles an hour on the main line, because of increasing amounts of mainline traffic, she has been permitted to run at track speed, which is around 125 miles an hour. We catch the train once more at Tyford, where the crew starts to slow the train down. At Reading, we catch the Britannia as she makes a scheduled stop to allow passengers to board the train. By now, news has gotten out of the special rail tour, and a crowd has gathered not just only to see the Britannia, but to see the Queen as well. Finally, after all the passengers are on board and Henrietta has returned to the royal train, the Britannia slips out of the station. The train will continue to Didcot Parkway, where the Queen of Tristain will take a side trip to Oxford before continuing down the western main line.